John Luther is the Deputy Chief Inspector, or DCI, of London's Serious Crime Unit in the BBC series Luther. His job entails that he track down and detain murderers, kidnappers, and other serious criminals. Because of the serious nature of his job, Luther is bound to be affected psychologically. Under these circumstances, I would diagnose Luther with borderline personality disorder. According to the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, someone with BPD, borderline personality disorder, must have impairments in A, identity or self-direction, and B, empathy or intimacy. In addition to those first two key symptoms, borderline personality disorder might include unstable emotions, anxiety, separation issues, depressiveness, impulses, and high levels of risk-taking, and, especially for Luther, increased irritability and hostility. In the case of Luther, his impairments in identity come from being highly self-critical or otherwise feeling empty. For example, in the first episode, Luther was aggressively questioning a kidnapper, Henry Madsen, to unveil the location of his victim. During the questioning, Madsen was hanging off the railing of the top story of an empty factory. Although Madsen gave the location, Luther wanted more, but it was only a matter of time that Madsen slipped and fell to his death. Luther took this harder than most and grew increasingly self-critical of his actions. His early blunder carried with him throughout the series. Luther's impairments in empathy and intimacy are largely directed towards his wife, Zoe. Because he is so caught up in work, Luther fails to realize that Zoe isn't happy and their marriage is crumbling. Zoe finds someone else and Luther becomes extremely needy, a sign of an intimacy impairment. Soon, Luther has trouble focusing on work and becomes preoccupied with getting back together with his wife. Although serious, Luther's condition can be treated to lessen symptoms. Among treatments are dialectical behavior therapy, which balances emotions by focusing on the present and exhibiting mindfulness. Mentalization-based therapy could also be helpful by facilitating his understandings of others' emotions. Finally, some medications like antipsychotic agents and mood stabilizers can help curb some of the effects of borderline personality disorder and should be prescribed by a psychiatrist. Now that he is properly diagnosed and has a treatment plan set up, DCI Luther will be better suited to bring justice to the streets of London.